Good afternoon and welcome. If you could kindly find your seat and take your seat so we can begin the program. Thank you for being with us today. Good afternoon and welcome. I could invite you to come in and take your seats so we can begin the program. Good afternoon and please take your seats. Good afternoon, welcome. If we could please take your seats, the program will begin shortly.
Hello, everyone. Will you please rise for the presentation of the colors and the national anthem sung by former U.S. Army Field Band vocalist Daniel Irby. The invocation will be given by Chaplain Patricia Nichols.
Mark, time, march. Colors, colors, sir, march. Colors, hold. Break, and march. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming. On the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? My name is Daniel Irby. Thank you very much. My name is Daniel Irby. I did serve 13 years in the United States Army. Hello. And I get the privilege to be able to travel this great country singing and speaking on behalf of the veteran. And I encourage you to do the same. Share your story, whether it's on stage, on camera, in media, or even writing a book, because you never know whose lives you could change by sharing your story. Thank you.
Let us pray. Almighty God, we welcome you here today as we honor the strength, the service, and the sacrifice of our military spouses, the very heart of our communities. We thank you especially for those we recognize here today. They lead, they connect, they serve. We thank you for their grit and their passion for making life better for others. I ask that you pour out your blessings on them, on their families, and on all they serve. Fill them with joy, and let the light of freedom and your light continue to shine on our great nation as it has for 250 years. All this I pray in your holy name. Amen.
Okay, please be seated. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and our senior military leaders. As a proud Leavenworth, Kansas-based organization, we are also honored to welcome the mayor of our great city, Holly Pittman, and former Kansas State Senator Jeff Pittman. It's a privilege to welcome everyone to the 2025 Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year Award Program. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the steadfast support extended by our military leaders. Your presence here today clearly reflects the value that you place on the contributions of military spouses everywhere. With the utmost respect and sincerity on behalf of the AFI MSOY community, thank you. This week has been fun, educational, and full of genuine connection. We couldn't have done it without the support of our town hall sponsors. Our gold level sponsor, Gallagher Re, silver level, National University, and our bronze level sponsors, ID.me, New Res, and Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Our supporting partners, Giant Foods, Edward Jones, Loan Depot, and the Dion Company. Because of your commitment to the military spouse community, we have been able to have incredible events to more fully support and celebrate our spouses of the year. I would be remiss if I didn't recognize the hard work and support of the Wise Advise team who helps us with our event management, Laura and her team, She PR, Lakeisha and her team, and most of all, my internal AFI MSOY team. You all make this week look like it's easy, and we know it couldn't be farther from the truth. A lot of moving parts and balls in the air, so thank you very much. Last year marked an exciting milestone for our community. We officially established the National Military Community Foundation, a not-for-profit organization, and transitioned the Military Spouse of the Year Award Program under its umbrella. This move allows us to better serve military families, expanding opportunities for advocacy, collaboration, and resources that directly support the needs of our community. We're also proud that Armed Forces Insurance continues to stand with us as the title sponsor of the program, making it possible to celebrate and uplift military spouses making a difference across the country. This week, we didn't go to Quantico, but we went to the Hill. It was awesome. We had a great time. We had the privilege of participating in a Voice of Service congressional reception at Capitol Hill. This isn't something that you can just accomplish because you say you want to go. You have to be sponsored by a Congress member. And we certainly couldn't have done that without the tireless effort of our one and only 2022 Armed Forces Insurance Air Force Spouse of the Year, Heba Abdullah. Heba, please stand, please stand. Now let's talk about the remarkable men and women that we're here to honor today, our Spouses of the Year. Your impact has not gone unnoticed. You were nominated by those whose lives you've touched and selected for the titles you proudly hold because of the meaningful difference that you've made. Within this remarkable group of rising leaders, choosing to do good, building bridges, and bringing people together, I am constantly inspired by the strength, resilience, and heart military spouses bring to their families, their neighborhoods, and beyond. Your steady support of our service members and one another makes an immeasurable difference. Navigating challenges, holding down the home front, and uplifting those around you. For generations, military spouses have been the unwavering support of our nation when it counts the most, when we are called to serve. It's a powerful role, but it does not go without sacrifices, hardships, and sometimes struggles. Many of you have stepped forward to shine a light on these realities, advocating for important causes like military spouse employment, EFMP, PCS-related challenges, mental health support, infertility, and so many more. Could the 2025 Spouses of the Years please stand to be recognized? Thank you for all you do every single day. You are certainly a force to be reckoned with. Speaking of advocacy, I encourage you to take a look at the program in front of you, where you'll find the bios of the 2025 branch winners. Each of these remarkable winners has been recognized for the meaningful work that they are doing in their communities. Through a voting process, they were then selected to represent the 7 branches of our military. This afternoon, we'll take that celebration one step further when we announce who has been named the Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year, a moment we are all eagerly awaiting. As a reminder, there are 5 judges' categories for the prestigious award: involvement, community building, communication, a compelling story, and most of all, leadership. Leadership matters the most because of this. You, our AFI SOYs, are the ones carrying this community forward. You will lead the next generation of military spouses and families, shaping the future through the work that you are doing today. The military communities of tomorrow will be stronger, more connected, and more compassionate because of your leadership. And we are proud and confident knowing that the future is in your hands. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this week. We've had a very full week. We're thrilled to death to have a room full of guests and our spouses, and I encourage you to go ahead and enjoy your meal. I'd like to ask everyone if you can turn your attention to the screen as we present a video that highlights the history and the many accomplishments of this amazing community.
The Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year Award was founded in 2008 to honor military spouses from all branches of service. More than 1 million military spouses support and maintain the home front while our service members defend this great nation. The AFI MSOY program recognizes the spouses who go above and beyond to better our communities, our military families, and our world. Since the inception of the AFI MSOY program, we've continued to look for opportunities to grow to better support our spouses. In 2009, we added a Spouse of the Year for each branch of service. In 2013, we added an installation level to the award, ensuring that each and every base, district, and state has a representative. In 2019, Armed Forces Insurance transitioned from longtime title sponsor to program owner and introduced the AFI MSOY Marilee Considine Pursue Scholarship. In 2022, we added a Spouse of the Year for Space Force. In 2024, the AFI MSOY program became an activity of the National Military Community Foundation. The National Military Community Foundation is a not-for-profit organization that serves and supports veterans, military spouses, and their families through recognition of their accomplishments and advocacies. The foundation also offers education opportunities to veterans and their families to help them make informed decisions on their insurance needs and other financial choices. In 2025, we expanded Coast Guard installations from districts to sectors. The AFI MSOY program continues to evolve, but at the heart of the program has always been and will always be the service of the spouses we recognize. Together, we've tackled food insecurity and homelessness, championed spouse employment and entrepreneurship, honored our fallen, and celebrated those serving. We've lobbied Congress, ran for office, and impacted global policy in support of endless advocacies. We've built companies stemming economic impact and started nonprofits to champion those without a voice. We've done big things impacting the lives of thousands and little things that truly saved lives. Together, we inspired over 1 million acts of kindness. The AFI MSOY program is more than an award. It's a calling to continue to show up for one another, for our service members, and for ourselves. It's a reminder that we can be the tiny ripple that starts a tidal wave. Being part of the AFI MSOY program means you are now family, and that family is stronger and better with you here. Congratulations to all of this year's Armed Forces Insurance Spouses of the Year.
Please continue with your lunch.
Now at Verizon, we have some big news for your peace of mind. For all our customers, existing and new, we're locking in low prices for 3 years guaranteed.
please return to your seats. Our program will continue in just a minute.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Lieutenant General retired Sid Clark, United States Air Force. General Clark is the chairman of the board for Armed Forces Insurance. General Clark served as the chair of the board. He has served on the chair of the board since 2017. Prior to his retirement from the Air Force, he was the director, Air National Guard at the Pentagon here in Washington. He was responsible for formulating, developing, and coordinating all policies, plans, and programs affecting more than 105,000 Guard members and civilians in more than 89 flying wings and 175 geographically separated units across 213 locations, including the states, the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Virgin Islands. Please welcome General Clark.
Hey folks, no bigger supporter of military spouses and the military at large than Lori Simmons. You know, you meet people in your life and you're inspired by them maybe once or twice. I'm inspired by Lori every time I talk to her. So it's just a wonderful experience to be working with Lori. Thank you, Lori. Appreciation to all of the senior leaders and family members, other guests that are here. Thank you for being here. This is my privilege to be up here. It's my privilege to be a part of this company and being a part of the Military Spouse of the Year program. Where all of you go in the future, the things that you'll do, I have 100% confidence it's all just good. And I just want to talk a little bit about goodness, by the way. I'm going to date myself just a little bit on my remarks. And by the way, these will be remarks, not a speech. Julius Caesar was known for giving long speeches, and his friends killed him. So you won't get one out of me. In dating myself here, when I was a child, we had a phone that had a rotary dial on it. So some of you may have had the same experience with that. Not a push button type of thing, but a rotary dial. And in that world, we got our information from a newspaper and sometimes the nightly news. And it was a world with no malware, no viruses, no phishing attempts, no constant advertising, and not a negative world. It wasn't a world where it was constantly infused with negative information. Now, I can still remember us sitting on the floor of the living room looking at the television with Walter Cronkite talking about 200 and something service members killed in Vietnam that day. But largely, the information that you received was an equal balance of good information and bad information. And maybe a little bit on the good side. There was more good things to know about and read about than there was about bad things. It wasn't a world that was like that. And that rotary phone that I was talking about, typically when it rang, it was a good thing. It was a family member or a friend calling just to check up on you or call you over and say, hey, get together for dinner. Because it really, other than snail mail, that's the only way we communicated with people outside the community was via that rotary phone. And that rotary phone, by the way, had some advantages. One of them was you never lost your phone. You always knew where the phone, it was right there. I also remember that it a little bit laborious having to dial the numbers. You hated it when you had to start with 0 and 9. But during that dial, you go, do I really need to make this call? Maybe this is something I don't want to say after all, so you had a chance to pull your finger off. And the day with text, sometimes you hit send, you go, gosh, I wish I hadn't have done that. Same thing with emails. But I tell you all that to say that in this world of a lot of negative information, I would say, and just it's very pervasive. You almost feel bad after being online, reading about things and not getting a full picture on everything. But that negative stuff that you read about and have to listen to, there are some good things left in this world. And I do think that this program is one of those. Everything about the Military Spouse of the Year program, in my opinion, is good. There's goodness in it. And it's good because the military spouses make it good. And even if the Military Spouse of the Year program didn't exist, I am quite certain that all of you out there, military spouses, would still be doing really good things, not just for yourself, not just for your family, but for the community. And that is an impact on readiness of the military at large. So I just want to pass along a heartfelt thank you for what you do, who you are, what you represented. And it's our privilege and honor to have an opportunity to recognize you in this way. And wherever you go from here, I know you'll have continued success, but I hope that you always remain this vibrant community that I've come to love and know. And I look forward to being up here when I have that opportunity, or in other locations, just to say hello, give you a hug, and say thank you for what you do. And we'll move on with the rest of the ceremony. Thank you.
Okay. Please turn your attention to the screens again to learn about the AFI MSOY Marilee Considine Pursue Scholarship.
I met Mary Lee on the first day of my chemo treatment back in 2013. She was asked by a fellow military spouse to come visit me as she was a breast cancer survivor. Mary Lee was my angel on many of my darkest days during treatments, multiple surgeries, and setbacks. Mary Lee had a positive outlook on everything in life. She was the shining star in the lives of many. She dedicated her time to military families during deployments, helping new military spouses learn the ropes, visited with those that were in the hospital, and she even coordinated big fundraisers to help find a cure for breast cancer. She wanted each of us to keep giving back and to live life to the fullest. Mary Lee Heather Considine passed on February 10, 2019, at the young age of 41, after a courageous fight with breast cancer for 8 years. We love, love, love you always, Mary Lee.
The purpose of this award is to provide support for spouses seeking non-traditional personal and professional growth events and certifications. This year, we received numerous scholarship applications. As I announce your name, please come forward to receive your certificate. The recipients of this year's Marilee Considine Pursue Scholarships are Candace Carter, 2025 AFI U.S. Army Garrison Wiesbaden Spouse of the Year. Rachel Connor, 2025 AFI Moody Air Force Spouse of the Year. Ayana Garcia, 2025 AFI Fort Carson Spouse of the Year. Sharon Kozak, 2025 AFI Navy Talent Acquisition Group Heartland Spouse of the Year. Penny Latrude Salmons, 2025 AFI Naval Air Station Whiting Field Spouse of the Year. Nicole Lovejoy, the 2025 AFI Marine Corps Air Station New River Spouse of the Year. And Mateo Rogers, the 2025 AFI Naval Air Station Jacksonville Spouse of the Year. Sorry. Sorry. There we go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're at that time. And now we'd like to introduce to you the 2025 branch winners. When your name is called, please join us on stage along with your senior leadership. Hope Doppert, the 2025 AFI National Guard Spouse of the Year, and General Stephen Nordhaus and Mrs. Shannon Nordhaus, and SEA John Rains and Mrs. Karen Rains. Hope Doppert, the 2025 AFI National Guard Spouse of the Year, is devoted to the National Guard spouses and advocates to work to provide military families essential knowledge and resources for their financial stability. Since 2017, she has been involved with the National Guard Association of Indiana, where she spearheads initiatives that link service members, retirees, and their families to necessary benefits and support programs. Hope serves as the chairperson of Communications Committee and takes charge of legislative advocacy, arranging town halls for military families to interact directly with policymakers. She also works with the Casualty Affairs Office to help families obtain death benefits and financial assistance when they face a loss. Hope plans to expand awareness about military death benefits, ensuring that no service member's family is unprepared. She also hopes to inspire National Guard spouses to step into leadership roles, proving their voices and contributions matter. Hope Doppert. Okay, next up, Sean Beal, 2025 Air Force Spouse of the Year. Joining him are Lieutenant General Scott Ployce and Mrs. Jennifer Ployce. Sean Beal, the 2025 AFI Air Force Spouse of the Year, is an Air Force spouse who leads communities while advocating for the inclusion of male military spouses. Sean transformed the military spouse experience during his 25-year tenure by developing inclusive spaces for everyone without discrimination based on gender and background. Sean's life as a stay-at-home dad allows him to deeply comprehend military spouse isolation and motivates him to make sure that no one feels excluded. Sean's legacy includes nearly 10,000 homemade cupcakes, handcrafted cards, and baby blankets, which demonstrate his belief in the significant power of small acts. His philosophy is simple but powerful. Strong connections hold more value than recognition, while acts of kindness produce wide-reaching effects that surpass our immediate observation. Meljune Kruk, 2025 AFI Space Force Spouse of the Year, Joining Mel June are Lieutenant General Sean Bratton and Mrs. Bratton. Mel June Kruk, the 2025 AFI Marine Corps Spouse of the Year, has dedicated over 2 decades to transforming support for military families, ensuring spouses feel prepared, connected, and empowered throughout their service journey. As a Space Force spouse, she builds thriving communities through mental wellness programs and transformative growth experiences. Her groundbreaking USO programs elevated the military spouse skill development, while her military life workshops helped turn apprehensive spouses into confident community leaders. The Chef's Table experience she created brings military chefs together to sharpen their culinary skills, foster lasting friendships, and craft experiences for spouses that go beyond the kitchen. Vince Afison, the 2025 AFI Army Spouse of the Year. Joining him are Lieutenant General Laura Potter and Lieutenant Colonel retired Randy Potter. Vince is a dedicated Army spouse, community leader, and advocate for military spouse involvement. Born and raised in Guam as an Air Force military child, he has lived a life steeped in service. Vince embraces the military spouse role with passion, purpose, and unshakable commitment to engagement. His platform demonstrates simplicity yet powerfully showcases how involvement changes military life. He focuses on motivating military spouses from every branch to participate in community activities while building strong relationships and finding personal significance in their military family roles. Vince aims to transform military spouse engagement by launching creative programs that eliminate barriers to participation and build welcome spaces for diverse voices while helping all spouses realize their essential role in strengthening the military community. Brittany Contreras, the 2025 AFI Marine Corps Spouse of the Year. Joining her is Mrs. Trish Smith and Mrs. Andrea Ruiz. Brittany is a Marine Corps veteran, mental health counselor, and dedicated military spouse advocate. She deployed to Fallujah in 2004 before transitioning into military spouse life, where she has spent 2 decades supporting military families. Brittany integrates her job and advocacy activities to build mental health resilience while promoting community development. She established a peer support network for military spouses in Okinawa, which offered resources and emotional support during the pandemic. Her commitment to this work includes running monthly spouse support group sessions and volunteering for the USO. Brittany works to connect military families with resources to make sure that no spouse experiences isolation. Her initiative aims to broaden mental health awareness programs while offering financial education and peer support networks to help military families prosper. Next, we have Jamie Billert, the 2025 AFI Coast Guard Spouse of the Year. Joining her is Admiral Kevin Lundy and Mrs. Linda Lee Lundy. And Carol Jones. and Mick Pond Jones. Jamie believes her role as a Coast Guard spouse goes beyond standard military life challenges because she strives to build a community where every family prospers through active connections. Jamie became a pillar of support and ingenuity for the Coast Guard community after realizing many families had difficulties finding and using available resources. In her role as ombudsman and a spouse club leader, Jamie dramatically improved military families' transition and deployment experiences. Through her leadership and problem-solving expertise, she developed a comprehensive guide to New York welcome package to ease relocation challenges while establishing inclusive family support programs that unite diverse military spouses. She implemented direct communication pathways between families and command leadership to promptly address the needs while developing digital libraries that provide essential information to all families everywhere. Next, Jennifer Barnhill, the 2025 AFI Navy Spouse of the Year. Representing the Navy is Vice Admiral Brad Skillman and Mrs. J.C. Eckert Skillman. Jennifer combines her role as a military journalist and researcher to advocate for military families, to initiate the conversations needed to influence the public perceptions and policies impacting military families. She has dedicated her professional life to elevating the stories of military families. Jennifer brings authentic military family experiences to national attention through her work as a columnist for military.com, freelance journalist, and the host of Military Dinner Tables Conversations. Jennifer's mission involves dismantling the obstacles between military families and policymakers. She utilizes authentic stories supported by research to propose effective changes across all aspects of military community. Her passion for storytelling led her to her involvement in the construction of the first statue dedicated to the advocacy for military spouses. And she will release her inaugural book entitled The Military Stories You've Been Told and the Ones You Need to Hear in the fall of 2025. All right. Okay, let's see. Right there.
Okay.
And thank you.
Lori says I have to read this. She doesn't trust me to just go ad lib, so. And now it's time to announce the overall winner of the 2025 Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year Award. And it says, Lori, you're supposed to do something.
We're going to show it before he says it.
And you ready? Yeah, it's Coast Guard.
And her spouse, if that's okay.
That's right, absolutely. Tune in to the Today Show tomorrow morning around 9:12. That's all for our ceremony today. If we could get all of the branch winners and the senior leadership to join us on stage for photos. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Thank you, right, Lord?
You come here. Come here.
Letitia's been an immense help. I think I can do this.
I have your remarks here.
Yay. Okay.
Come on. There you go.
Thank you very much. I need you to come stand by me. My emotional support blanket. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. It is both an honor and a surprise to be up here. Everyone in the room is very deserving and does such great work. And the class of 2025, y'all are fabulous. The work spouses, both men and women, do to support the military community stems from a desire to leave installation communities, circumstances, and resources better than when we arrived. This work is often thankless, but a sincere thank you can make all the difference. In a moment of gratitude, it's essential to thank the senior leaders here today, along with Lori, AFI, and the AFI team behind the MSOY program. Senior leadership, thank you. Oh, I lost my spot. Sorry. Thank you for your presence today and for recognizing the passion of your branch spouses and uplifting your workforce and their dependents. Thank you to my personal Coast Guard leadership and my community, where you're out there at the tables, here today, and to the leadership I encountered while serving as a volunteer in New York. Your willingness to allow me to volunteer, learn, and grow is profoundly appreciated. Lori and AFI, thank you for your advocacy and bringing light to the service provided by military dependents. To both of those parties, your time, thoughtfulness, and commitment demonstrates appreciation for military spouses who work tirelessly to maintain family readiness and, as a result, support mission readiness. Thank you for the time. Thank you for taking the time to celebrate their work and express gratitude. To my fellow spouses here today, those here this week and listed on the base level roster, and those I've had the honor to connect with in the Coast Guard community, thank you for your incredible contributions and your work within the community and at the policy level. You make a remarkable impact. The mentorship and friendship you provide are irreplaceable. Just a single drop creates ripples. Each of you leaves a lasting impression, no matter the size of your efforts. The work done at all levels is vital, and I'm deeply grateful that it has shaped my journey to this moment, which is, I'd never thought. It is an honor to accept this award with the firm intention of uplifting pathways, your voices, and your work that connects spouses with relevant resources. Congratulations to each of you, and thank you.
You earned it. You earned it.
Okay, now we're going to do the photos.
Okay, perfect. Sorry.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just a south.
All right. Thank you.
Oh my
They always put us in order of oldest. I always want Way to go. I'm so proud of you. Yep.